Good morning. Good morning. It is 8:30 on Thursday morning, and it is time for Coffee and Conversation with Susan McMullen. So I am so glad to have you popping on here this morning. We're going to give it just a second and see who else joins us. So I'm holding my Georgia Tech cup. It's kind of backwards. I can tell that in the video. Hey, Jesse, how are you? But I spoke yesterday to a fabulous group of women and at Georgia Tech, and they were all administrators to the president, the provost's office, just really lovely, lovely women. So they have a retreat yesterday, and I got to be a part of that. Hey, and I was honored. So today, in honor of that, we'll using my little Georgia Tech mug here. So anyway, it is, again, 8:30 in the morning. Glad to have you all here. My name is Susan McMullen. Hey, girl. And I'm just thrilled to greet you here at 8:30. And today we're going to talk about something that I kind of got called on the carpet for the other day. Excuse me. My other one is like talking to me back here in the back. Grace, come here. Excuse me a second. Grace, come here. Sorry about that. Louie's always first in the chair. Grace wanted to join us today, and now she's like growling at me. Anyway, so we're talking today about something that I got called on the carpet for. I have, as you all know, was gifted a 90-day coaching program, a health and fitness coach, who is totally awesome and completely different than anyone else. So I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. So let me just introduce myself. I'm Susan McMullen. I am the founder of the Social Sisterhood. It is a local group here in the Atlanta area. We get together once a month. We do fun things. So it's based on adding more fun and play to your life. I think that's a strong thing that we leave out, and we all need that. So it's based on making friendships too, rather than just a traditional networking type event. I also am a partner with the #1 skincare company in the United States and Canada. And it's Rodan and Fields, and I partner with them so that I can help women feel better in their skin and feel like they fit the part and they could really get out there and follow their missions. Because oftentimes I talk with women and they're like, well, I don't really fit the part. I don't know. I don't look like it. I don't feel very good. And you all probably know that if you don't feel good or you don't feel the part, you don't really want to step out. And I know firsthand that's how I felt. So that's why I partner with them. And I do have to show you a little something this morning, just kind of fun. So they have a product, and I don't want to push the product, but I'm like fascinated because I have these deep lines right here, and I never paid much attention to it before. And somebody I know who is a client of mine was concerned about this, and I started looking and thinking, well, I got a little issue going on there myself. And I said something to my husband. He goes, yeah, you've had those there for a long time. So I've been using that product like twice, and I took it off this morning, and it's just about as smooth as it can be. I was like, whoa, I kind of love that. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that one, but I'm liking it right here this morning. Anyway, moving forward from that, those are the two things that I do, and I greet you here every morning, weekday morning at 8:30, just to give you a little feel good to start the day. So today, what we're going to talk about is I have made it no secret that I struggle with my weight. I have for a very long time. Years ago, my mother, when she was ill, I gained about 80 pounds, and I have never lost it. And I know it's up here more than it is not being able to do that. And I probably tried every diet under the sun. And, I lose a little weight, gain a little back. It's just been a roller coaster ride for me for years. And I kind of settled into like, well, this is how it's going to be. So, I won't even go into how it happened, but I connected with the girl who I have followed for a while. She's actually changed her mission, and she has lost herself. She needed to lose 80 pounds, and she's already lost 50. During that process, she decided that she wanted to really help others do the same. So again, they could feel better, step out, love their life, live how you want to live. But her name is Stacey Ann Kareem, and she is delightful. But her approach is totally different. It's not like go out and count your calories and things. It's more starting within here. And I have often thought this is the misconnection. It's not the other, but this is up here. And so this past week I had a conversation with her. We talk on Mondays. And I said, I'd like to rewind last week. It was disastrous. I have one thing to celebrate. The rest of it was disastrous food-wise, blah, blah, blah. And so we kind of went from there off track. And she said, if you could have your ideal day, what would it look like? And of course I was like, I'd have a private chef because I don't like to cook. I'd have a personal trainer. I'd have this, I'd have that. And we went through this whole thing about what I would have. And then we moved over into the speaking realm. And she said, how do you feel, what do you think are the requirements to be a speaker, a good speaker? And I said, well, they have to know their subject, and they have to be fun and funny and charismatic to kind of bring people in, and blah, blah, blah. So then she stopped that conversation and she said to me, so now let's look at what you think a good speaker has to be. Is that the truth? And so I said, well, they don't have to know everything, but they do need to know about their topic, obviously, if you're going to talk about that. And, I mean, they don't have to be a stand-up comedian, but they need to be a little bit entertaining to hold your attention. And anyway, the way I thought about the speaker was pretty much dead on, but there were some truths in there. So she was matching my ideal in my head with what's really a truth. And then she said, now let's talk about eating and let's talk about exercising. Do you really have to have a personal trainer to be successful? No, you don't. Do you really have to have a personal chef to be successful? No, you don't. So what are the things do you need to be perfect every day to be successful in what you eat? No, you don't. What are the things that you need to do that are really the truth of the matter versus what is in your head? So then we started naming out things like, well, you need to have commitment. You need to plan. You need to have a champion to cheer you on sometimes. You need to have those kinds of things that you need to be able to feel good about yourself. You need to wake up with a positive attitude. You need to do those kinds of things to make you successful with your eating. So to me, I kind of like stopped and sat back because all those things that we think in our head that we have to be successful. So whether it's food, career, job, parenting, are those really the truth? So that was a fun exercise for me that really opened my eyes. And so I ask you, what do you think you need to have to be successful or climb the mountain, whatever mountain you're climbing? If you're climbing the mountain of food and eating better and losing weight, that's one mountain. If you're climbing the mountain of being a successful entrepreneur or in a business, or you're raising a family, what are the things that you have in your head that you think you need to have? And then break that down and just step back and say, is this the truth? Is this what I really need? Or is it just something that's in my head, that's chatter talking to me, telling me I'm not good enough because I don't have all those things and I will never do it. It'll be impossible to do it, and going from there. So that is a long story to get to the point of, is what your head telling you the truth? And my guess is, if you're like me, it's not. It's not that it's bad, but it's just not the truth of the matter, and it holds us back because we have this chatter that tells us we don't have all the things we need. And in reality, you have it all. We all have it here, and we have it here. So that is my message to you today, because that was a huge eye-opener to me when we spoke on Monday, and I was like, she's really right. I procrastinate and I put it off because I think I don't have it all or I'm not good enough. And you know what? You got it. I've got it. You got everything you need. You just have to have the commitment, make a plan, follow the plan, have a champion to help cheer you on. So with that said, if you want a champion, I'll be your champion. I'll cheer you on all the way. And so all you have to do is post something below and let me know, and I'll be a cheerleader for you, because we all need the cheerleader. And I am happy to do that. I want to see every single one of you succeed in whatever mountain you are climbing. And so with that said, if you are we're going to end that for the day. So if you are interested in any information about the Social Sisterhood, I think I mentioned we are doing on June 15th, we're doing an escape room here. Look at socialsisterhood.com. If you're interested in anything with the skincare, if you want to feel better in your skin, I can help you do that. If you want to build a business doing that and have an extra stream of income, I can help you do that too. If you want a champion to cheer you on just because you want to move forward and do something, you have a mountain to climb, or you just are holding yourself back because you don't think you can, I'll be your champion too. So no strings attached on that. So let me know, and until tomorrow morning, I will greet you here again at 8:30. Tomorrow's Friday, the end of the week. I can't believe we're almost at the end of May. So I will see you in the morning though at 8:30, and I can't wait. I'll see you then. Bye-bye now.